Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Gordon Farley. Thanks for following along here. I'm going to show you how to create your very own Facebook Messenger bot. You can tie to your Facebook Realtor page, your business page, or your personal page, however you want to do it. Walk you through how I do it and how we created this this message below that was completely automated, where we're capturing the buyer's information in terms of price point, number of beds and baths, email address, and phone numbers, all done without any of the realtor's time spent whatsoever. It's a really powerful tool that I suggest that everyone needs to be using, because it saves a lot of time and you get a lot of great information. So I'll walk you through a little bit how this conversation went. This particular person clicked a link for a list of homes. So we ask her, how can we assist you today? She says she wants a house. We ask her about price point. She provides price point, number of beds and baths. These are predetermined buttons that I'll show you later how we created them. And we also ask about email address, to send the list to. So we get that. We also ask about if they're interested in a home valuation or financing options. This particular person was interested in financing options. So we asked for a phone number so our lender can reach out to them. She provided that as well. Again, all of that was done automatically. So what do we use? We use a tool called Manychat. If you go to manychat.com, create an account. It ties directly to your Facebook account. So all of the pages that you are an owner of will populate and be an option for you to connect to Manychat. So when you do that, connect whatever page you'd like to create your bot for. Connect that to Manychat. And I'll show you how we created the messaging that I just showed you. So once you're all connected, you're going to go to Growth Tools. And we're going to add a new growth tool. And here are the options. The main options that I use are the link, the Messenger ref URL. We can send people to Messenger using Facebook comments and also Facebook ads. In this case, we're gonna do a link. We're gonna edit the welcome message. This is what the standard welcome message is. We're gonna edit that. So here's how it works. I'm gonna do a fairly quick and dirty version, and I'll give you the exact text of what I use in a follow-up message. So we're going to say welcome first name. How do you put the first name in? Put the two squiggly brackets, and then a list of values will appear. In this case, we want to say welcome first name, whatever the first name is in Facebook. How can we help you today? And now we're going to add a quick reply. Say, I want a house. Oops. I want a house. We'll also add another one that says just looking around. Okay, for the I want a house, we'll say we want to send a message. And then click send a message again. It'll take you to another message. Great. What price point are you looking for? We'll give them three options. So I typically go below, median, and then median, whatever the median price point is for your market, and then above median. All three of these messages will point to the same next message, but it's great to collect some data. So for below medium, we'll say send a message, and we'll ask about how many bedrooms. We'll say 4 plus, 3, and then 2. If they want anything other than that, they can they'll reach out. That's what they typically do. So send another message when they click on any of these buttons. Ask them about bathrooms. I'll connect 3 to another message. We'll go back and connect the rest of these here in a minute. Okay, before I do this, now we're going to ask for the email address. So we're not going to use this standard form. We're going to use a user input. Now this feature costs $10 a month, but it's incredibly valuable. And I don't get a kickback from Manychat or anything. I pay the $10 a month for every account that I have a realtor with, and it's great because when you receive their email address, you can automatically dump it into your CRM, and it becomes very, very valuable. So here we're going to ask for the email address. So we're going to wait for a reply, and then we're going to send another message. And here's where we ask about home valuations or financing options. So we're going to send a message again. And we're going to ask, oops, I need to use this different form where we can get their information. This user input form. We're going to ask for their home address. So they're going to send their address to you, and we're going to just thank them for that and let them know that their report will be available shortly. Okay, so let's go back to the very first message, because we need to connect all of these messages. So we've connected I want a house. Now we need to connect just looking around with something. So we're going to create a message. So they said just looking around, and we say no worries. Would you like us to set you up with a list of homes? And they say yep or nah. So the yeses, we're going to dump them right back into where the I want a house flow was. So we're going to say go to a flow. We're going to pick a flow. This will bring up all the messages you've already created. Oops. All right, sorry about that. I had to find some messages. So what we're going to do before we connect these is rename these messages. So this one we're going to call price point. Just rename it right in here, so that you'll see why here in a minute. Okay, I'll call this one bedrooms. Bathrooms, email, address, and then list of homes. Okay, so we're going to go back here, the opt-in, say looking around, this is where we were. So we're going to say, we're going to connect the yeses to an existing step called price point. So we'll dump them back into the price point flow of things. In the no's, you say they don't. We're going to send them a message, say no worries. Here's a list of all the homes for sale in your area. And here you put, you know, New York, whatever, Boston, Tippecanoe, whatever. So, and here you can add a link, and this is what this button is for. Say open a website, and then you're going to enter your URL, whatever, if it's linked to your own personal MLS directory or the MLS itself, however you send potential prospects to your version of the homes list. So that's how we direct those folks. We're going to go back to the initial message. We're going to say I want a house. Below median is connected. We're going to go back to the price point, and now we're going to connect the median to the bedrooms. We're going to connect above median to the bedrooms. Okay, so now all three of these have a little icon here that says they have a message connected to them. So we're all good here. This one's got one. These two we need to connect. So this one we're going to connect to. Let's see, I lost track of where we are here. We're going to connect the bathrooms. Connect the bathrooms. So now all three of these are connected. So now we're going to connect these to the message where we get their email. Connect this one to the email. Okay. So the free home valuation, we've gotten that route, I think, complete. We do. So now we'll go to financing options. And now here's where we're gonna ask for their phone number. Again, with the user input. Can I get rid of that field? It's the best phone number for our lender to provide you with information. So here, we're going to say the reply text, the reply type is going to be text. Is going to be phone. Here's kind of what happens if they don't want to provide their phone. If they provide some bogus number or they just type in some gibberish, it'll automatically know that and send them this response, please enter a correct phone number. If they don't want to do that, they can hit a skip button that appears, and then they'll just move on to the next step of the flow. So that's how you could connect their phone. Once they provide their phone number, we're going to send them a thank you and tell them that the lender will be in touch. I always like to leave the last message in a flow. I always like to ask the question if they have any other questions. It provides them an opportunity to keep the chat going. Okay, so back to the top. How can we help you today? Just looking around. We've got these connected. They're all going to be connected now. So here's something else I like to do. I like to add a little delay. It adds some realness to the conversation. So you add a delay that's, there are two types of delays. There's a typing delay and then just kind of a blank delay where there's nothing being done. I typically like to add a 1 second standard delay and then the typing delay of how long it takes to type at that sentence that you think you're doing. So I wait a second, and then I put a typing delay for 2 seconds, because that's about how long it will take to type the sentence out, and then they'll get that message. I do that for every one of these messages. So that's something you're going to want to do. It adds a bit of realness to the conversation. And then we'll, let's see, go back through, make sure everything's connected. You're going to want to add your list there. We're going to put this, we're going to set the email page to collect an email, and they're going to get the same type of message in the event they don't enter a valid email address, the same as the phone number. Okay, and I think we're done. So I'm going to actually, we're not quite done. I'm going to go back to set our URL. Here you can type in whatever you want the reference to be. So your market, homes list, or whatever you're promoting. Save. And now we are going to publish. Actually, let's do this. Move that up a little bit. There you go. Now we're going to publish. Oops. Got a disconnected message. So what I want to do here, see, this is an unattached step. Since it's unattached and blank, I'm going to delete it. Oh, I got another one. We're going to delete this one too. Publish. Bam, we're published. So now, what I can do is copy this URL into your messaging, into your emails that you send out, into anything that you want to send. And whenever someone clicks that link, like we'll do here, we'll follow it. It'll come up. This is how it'll be. So here it comes up. As you can see, this isn't the first time I've messed with this page. Welcome, Gordon. How can we help you today? I want a house. So I've got the delays, and now the typing is happening. The median price point is what I want the house at. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. How about financing options? Bam, do you have any questions? Nope, I don't. And that's it. So we just created our bot, and we're about 20 minutes into this. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you. Again, this is Gordon Farley with Lead Local. Have a good one.